Hello there, Internet. I am your host, the J-Man. Welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. We left off. We continue more investigating of the phase on mine to find out that I suck. Okay, hopefully that's enough. So I found out some more, and I found out that, that the items are actually determined, that the percentage ending is actually determined by how many items you collect. He died horribly of cancer. And another weird thing that happened to me today. So, I'm sure you guys know I'm a Koikatsu user. But this is coming out kind of wholesome. So, when in 2020, in my prime for Koikatsu, well, I would call it prime loosely. Yeah. Oh. I just realized I made an accidental pun. Flamethrower acquired. So now Samus is a pyro! It's gonna be impossible for me not to mention TF2. Alright, let me just check here. So, back to what I was saying about memes. All right. Oh yeah, so funny little story about the space pirates. They actually do speak a real language. Nigerian, very loose Nigerian. So originally the plan was for the devs to actually have them speak. Yeah, the original plan was for him to speak. They originally wanted him to speak Russian, but they came off too generic mobster sounding. Which, I mean, I would have liked. Oh, Jabus. And then they try like replace it with Pitbull sounds, but the devs thought it sounded kind of dumb. So then they had no idea what to do next. So apparently one of the sound designers found out that one of his coworkers just so happened to be from Nigeria. So I know Swahili has like a big pirate issues. Does the same apply to Nigeria? Yeah, it's the same Nigeria with the scam email stereotype. For those that don't know this, so there was an old, I wouldn't call it a meme because it was just like a legit scam. It was a guy trying to... Basically, these emails I'll say, Nigeria Reds, if you hand me your credit card number and personal info, I will give you some of my will. Obviously, only the elderly and idiots believed it. Oh yeah, my So, yeah, apparently I made some guy made like the -8 Pac-Man dance. I'm sure if you've been on the internet long enough, you might know what I'm talking about. -8, this South Korean artist that's known for making lovely art. I feel like an idiot. But a guy. So today I was just checking on Discord. Some guy asked me to. So basically, some guy a couple years ago made a version, but instead of like the regular Pac-Man girls, it was the Persona 5 cast. Persona 4. Well, he thought it was Persona 5. In actuality, it was the Persona 4 cast. Maybe it was just some OCD of mine. But and it was like the guy said it was like something that somebody suggested to make him. Yeah. But I felt like maybe I should do it. It wasn't out of arrogance. It was more to correct the mistake. So I decided so I made it myself. Well, today somebody asked me if found the scene data, and I asked, if I can send it to him. For the non-Koikatsu, basically, in the olden times, how it used to go was all you had to do was just upload the image to a channel on Discord. That'd be it, and that's it. However, Discord made something and deleted the metadata from the card data, and as a result, we can't do it anymore. At first, so the workaround is to upload a zip file. And that's what's still used by a lot of Koikatsu users today. But sadly, all the old card data, metadata has been destroyed and basically lost forever. So I decided I could try my best. But this was some old data, so I wasn't 100% sure if I had it on me. After one search, I found out, disappointingly, no! So at first, I asked the guy who made the original card, because I did tell him about this. And then, in my shock, I check Bapis.database. Bapis is a site where a lot of Koikatsu data is. And to my shock, yes, somebody did upload this card, this scene data I could find, and I was like, so I told him that the bad news and good news. The bad news was that I didn't have the card, but good news is someone uploaded it. To whoever that person, thank you. Yes, I was a man of my word. What color do you see it? Yeah. So apparently Illusion, the developer Quick Odds, supposedly was supposed to shut down, but turns out they're just needlessly convoluted rebranding. Still pulling their stuff from Steam. And apparently this one game they make, Room Girl or something. To my knowledge, it runs like some different like programming data, and to my knowledge is almost impossible to like to make mods for. It runs on Unity, but it is like a different program. Bum. Yeah, that's just a beautiful sound. It exploded. Let's see what I got. Oh, I gotta noise him out. Okay, stupid sucks joke time, so, something I do, so my family, as I said before, one of my family's pastimes is, arguing about my family's three pastimes that we do together is, argue about the ending of of Toy Story 4. Harry Potter, and Jackbox. Yeah, so my family's favorite is a trivia murder party. Every time there's like a pegging minigame, I always do this joke of... I always say, oh, I love a good pegging. To my families, like, and I like get on me, like, they know it's sexting, but I don't think they exactly know what pegging is. Yeah, I won't mind doing like a, a regular Metroid game. But I'm not sure when. Especially since I literally finished Dread and Fusion a while ago, around the same time I played this. And I'm sure you guys might know from my messing around with the VTuber, once I get a web camera. Once I get a webcam, I might become a... get to it properly. Yeah, I should probably bring up more theories about Metroid. Oh yeah, I also kind of knew about crack shipping. My crack ship was Samus and Marth from Fire Emblem, which you do not know the irony of is that for the non-Fire Emblem fans out there, Marth is canonically married to a girl named Sheeta, or Sita. Then again, Sita was kind of a... did seduce a guy into the army. An enemy soldier to the army named Roger. I'm not kidding, that actually happened. Marth did not know he got cucked. Oh god, this area. But yeah, another crack ship I had. Yeah, I didn't really get extremely into Fire Emblem until Path of Radiance. Until high school, so I didn't know anything about it. And the thing about Marth was that pretty much everyone in the fandom, especially this webcomic Awkward Zombie, and I was one of those people, portrayed Marth as this... always assumed Marth of being this arrogant anime pretty boy for pretty boy. In actuality, he's like a good boy who likes to think, who fights with the power of friendship. Fire Emblem lords aren't known for their personality, okay? Except Ike. Ike's the exception. He's a god. Damn it. I chose Path of Radiance for my first Let's Play for a reason. Okay, in actuality, there's another reason why I didn't pick Path of Radiance. Why I picked Path of Radiance. So, the original plan was for... Why, yes, I was on my way there. Yeah, so the original plan was for me to do a Let's Play of... I wanted to Let's Play Blazing Sword. Yeah, I call it Blazing Sword. Deal with it. But at the time when I decided to start doing Let's Plays, Blazing Sword was not on Game Boy. It was not on Nintendo Switch Online, and so I decided, yeah, not worth the time. And another thing, I was going to try and show ring code to some guys on Discord server, but no one showed up in time. Don't worry, it wasn't going... Yeah, I'm sure guys know by now, but I've Let's Played ring code, and as of recording, there's only one DLC chapter. Unfortunately, it's just a Hiko. Which I'm sure everybody knows I hate that character more than Hyoko, which, if you know me in general, you know if there's one character I cannot stand a Danganronpa, it's Hyoko Saionji. Yeah, no. And something I found out about a rumor. So there was a popular rumor for a while, and that sadly has been confirmed a while ago, was that Hyoko was supposed to be Fuyahiko was meant to be killed off, and not Peck and not Hyoko. In actuality, the plan was for Fuyahiko to turn into a robot instead of Nekomaru. Honestly, that's a good save there, because I don't think Fuyahiko would have been as near as awesome as he would have been if he were a robot. By the way, Peko is another rumor that was happening in 2020 that I think started out as a joke was that Hyoko was meant to be a killer and Teru was meant to be a victim. I want to go to that parallel universe if that was true, damn it. And that actually happened because, again, fuck Hyoko. Yeah, I've never hated a fictional character that much since Scott from Total Drama. Which is just Canadian taking Rafa. Okay, I'm sure if you guys don't know, Total Drama is a show that it's a Canadian series. Basically, it's meant to be a parody of reality TV. All these like weird campers like go on a... It's like this weird parody of Survivor. And fans of Danganronpa are also fans of Total Drama, and as something of a meme, Total Drama is like a... People both kind of ironically compare Chris, the host of Total Drama, to Monokuma, because he is kind of a dick. They're both assholes. But yeah, but Kyoko. But yeah, there was in Revenge of the Island, there was a character named Scott who was like the quote unquote villain. There were two characters that were kind of classified as this, but I hated Scott because he purposely sabotaged his own team and purposely blamed the blame on other characters, and I hated him for that. But here's the thing for Scott. At least he was meant to be hated. Same Kiffy said about goddamn Hyoko. Yeah, and a lot of people say that, oh no, Hyoko's character development was rushed. Here's the thing. Hyoko was never meant to be a survivor, so that means her character development. Maybe I'm half convinced that maybe Kodaka realized Hyoko was so unlikable that he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna kill her. Yeah, I'm sure everybody knows a spiteful spoiler. A more downplay example, because I'm not trying to piss off fans or anything. I just want to tell people, don't worry, the literal worst chapter in the game doesn't suck. Will suck a lot less. The only time I do a spiteful spoiler is that one clown chick from Ace Attorney that I hate so much. Colonel. Ba, 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 do, do. And then there's yeah, one. Thankfully, even Jataro. Yeah, I kind of have like another way because like originally. So here's the thing. Originally, for Halloween this year, I wanted to try and read more Bad Harry. So I'm sure last year I tortured myself by reading My Immortal. One of the worst pieces of fiction I ever read. And my dad's like, "I'm glad you're reading. Reading bad Harry Potter fanfic isn't a good thing to be proud of, Dad." I'm not really a fast reader or anything, so I spent 3 hours, if you guys can't remember. Even then, I just kind of slacked off a little, and I had to get like a package that arrived in the mail. What else happened? I wanted to try and find like a began wondering what the Danganronpa equivalent to My Immortal is. But I couldn't really find any. And the one Danganronpa fix I could find that were just so bad is this disturbing extremely disturbing fic about called Kokaichi Goes to Zoo. I am, for one, the fic is too short, and second, and the most important part, it is just ungodly disturbing from what I know. And two, not safe for work for YouTube for me to read. Like, I think the author might be into Shota, which if you don't know is male lollies. Fun fact, Mew even called finally 71%. Nice. Like I said, I'm not gonna get all of the items, but I'm sure a lot of you guys might know. But yeah. Now I'm starting to think maybe Danganronpa doesn't have a fandom that doesn't have a fanfic that's my immortal levels of bad. So if one of my other old fandoms doesn't have it, why another one of my fandoms? Fire Emblem. Yeah, if you want to know how crazy as dedicated as fanfic authors are, Sprawl fanfic had the most amount of was like the longest piece of rich literature for the longest time until it got surpassed by another fanfic. Yeah, it was called Subspace MVP's World Conquest, but I think it got like surpassed because another fanfic, I think Blue Archive or something, like that anime where it's like anime girl boats. Anime warships that are anime girls. And stuff like from Loud House later on. I never watched. Yeah, by the time Loud House started to get popular was when I stopped watching TV in general. So thank fucking God that I never got into Loud House. All I know is that the creator was like a sexually harassed a lot of female employees. And yeah, Nickelodeon fired him, kept making the show anyway. That's like the only other thing I know about Loud House, and that's kind of depressing. Yeah, I might even talk more about it. So, like I said, Samus, I should probably bring this up, but Samus isn't like the first. Samus. Like I said many times that Samus was like my first female gaming crush, which is how, I thought Samus was a man at first, like every kid in the '80s, until whoop-de-doo. Samus is a chick. And something I find hilarious is that, so in a Japanese guidebook, they're like so kind of like keeping the reveal of Samus being a secret. And this guidebook, when has a guidebook ever been canon? Samus had like a whole fucking harem. And what's funny about Samus is that she actually the reason David made her a girl in the first place was because the devs were like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if this badass bounty hunter was a woman? The rest, they say, is goddamn history. So Samus, what else did Samus do? Yeah, yeah. I remember like looking up Melee. I got Melee for Christmas one year, and all right, I told you this story. Then I started looking up stuff about Melee, and I realized, hey, who is this? And that's when I saw Samus like turning into Zero Suit. And I was like, okay, and that caused an awakening to 8-year-old me. Brawl was rated T for teen. Yeah, it's weird how my family. You gotta remember, I was not allowed to play Metroid because of it being T for teen. And I was in kindergarten when I got slightly older. I thought Samus was a. So I'm guessing they were okay with Melee because because Mario was in it. Or because my babysitter was like, yeah, the SRB was prior to the E10 rating was weird. I mean, even Brawl had a T rating. I'm guessing Zero Suit Samus had to do with it. And let's see. Oh yeah, right. But yeah, so Samus was just my first crush. My first character I consider to be my waifu. Oh, that's a cool detail. Thermal beam turning red. So then Samus, wow, my first waifu was Palutena. As for why it's Palutena, well, for one, I just found her personality and her design to be a lot more attractive, especially by Uprising. And then, I found out about Palutena's revolting dinner. So, to promote Uprising, Nintendo released a couple of animated shorts based on the game. And one of these is called Palutena's Revolting Dinner, where Palutena tries to cook badly. And it goes so bad, Palutena died. That, basically, vegetables get mutated and vegetables. Become sentient, and there's a scene. So if you're basically Nintendo made a series of shorts based on the. Yeah, Nintendo made a series of shorts based on. Made like an own service called the 3D. It's called the 3D video, which they like released a bunch of short films based on their IPs. They didn't really do it much later on, but fans seem to enjoy them. Apparently, there was like a sort of a reunion for Kirby Right Back at Ya. Kid Icarus. And yeah, they were split up into parts, but the Palutena had two parts, and the second part ended with begins with Palutena taking a hot spring bath. They didn't show anything explicit. This was a Nintendo after all. Well, pre-being a Nintendo anyway. But I was like, dear God. Palutena naked? Yeah, I loved Uprising as a... Security now. Yeah, power. Yeah, I really do hope somebody brings back Kid Icarus Uprising, and hopefully... And here's the thing about Sakurai. He made Uprising, and he actually wrote... Well, he did sort of write the game's story. He was only the scenario artist, as in he came up with the scenarios for the game and didn't, like, write the actual dialogue. That was done by the localization team. I hope that if they do make a Kid Icarus Uprising sequel, they come back. Yeah, I'm sure many guys know this, but Sakurai... He's like Konami. He doesn't make games anymore. At least, I don't think he does. Yeah, Sakurai, the one game developer I refuse to get mad at. Yeah, he's the one guy I refuse to get mad at because, if you are aware, Sakurai pretty much almost worked to death multiple times in his life. I mean, there is Crunch, and there is Sakurai. Like, Sakurai almost took, like, no vacations making Melee and, like... And had suffered tendonitis at some point during Wii U and 3DS's development. This guy almost works himself to death, and that's something kind of depressing is that Japan kind of... Ah, beautiful one, smiling with me. Stars passing by, follow me. Yeah, guts. Yeah, if you're wondering what Sakurai's up to nowadays, he's mainly a YouTuber. Basically, he makes a series of videos about, like, as like a way to educate future game developers. And Sakurai, damn it, use your knowledge wisely. I actually have like a Mount. I even have like my idea for like my Mount Rushmore of game developers, of people who made my childhood. Fuck you, Butch Hartman. You didn't. I may have liked Fairly Odd Parents, but that didn't mean you made my childhood. Yeah, fuck Hartman. You know the irony of Hartman to me? I think for a guy that claims to be like a very Christian good boy who does taxes, I think he might have given me a fetish. Okay. Don't worry, it's nothing gross like feet or anything. It's cave girls. So, and I actually had a theory of this theory of psychology in that a lot of psychologists believe that fetishes are formed early on in childhood. And this is why I kind of have my own theory to this. So, I think the theory about why there's a lot of fade stuff on DeviantArt is because Dan Schneider. I mean, Dan Schneider kept showing it off a lot. Dan Schneider. Bring back all my bitches, bring back all my bitches, bring back all my bitches. Dan Schneider. Yeah, if you're wondering what my Mount Rushmore is, Shigeru Miyamoto, who of course made Mario, Zelda, F-Zero. Damn, how did you see the guy that made Ed and Eddie, even though that was like a show I was not allowed to watch? Although I did have, closest I had was Miss Adventures on GameCube, which was awesome. Sakurai and Shotaro Ishinomori through technicality. You don't know who he is. He's the guy who created Super Sentai, which is technically Power Rangers. Another funny thing is that I always kind of knew of Sentai's existence. I was like, oh, so Power Rangers is like a adaptation of some show from Japan? Okay. But here's the thing. This is like, yeah, I spent a lot, almost hours of my life on Power Ranger Central, Ranger Database, Power Ranger Central, which was like this old. I would call it I would like to call it a proto wiki. If such a thing even existed. Okay, yeah, it's too dangerous. Yeah. So, and another thing that I would like to Let's Play Kid Icarus Uprising, but it's a dream of mine right now. But I don't have a. And I don't have a PS3. I don't have a 3DS memory card, and emulation, while an option, not a very easy thing to do considering the kind of game Uprising is. I mean, hey, we live in an era where indie devs realize, hey, the devs won't give us what we want, so let's make it ourselves. Let's make it ourselves. Let's make it ourselves. I mean, hear me out. The Pizza Tower. I don't know why I like to say it like in a typical Jewish accent. The Pizza Tower was made because the guy realized, hey, god damn it, Nintendo, give me a because the guy wanted a goddamn new Wario Land game, and Nintendo hadn't given us one in years. If I only could, I'd make a deal with God. 3 avocados for $10. He says that's not very good. Um, Aero GPX, which I backed on Kickstarter. Thank me later, internet. Made a proper F-Zero successor because all the good F-Zero games are too similar to all the sci-fi racers out there are too similar to Wipeout. Apparently, some guys out there are making a Skies of Arcadia successor. Don't worry, there's a safe place nearby. Fuck! Please tell me I didn't get far. Please tell me I didn't get far. Please tell me I didn't get far. Please tell me I didn't lose far. I'm going to recover from my mental breakdown